first on the committee, and Kat and some others here have been on this committee a long time, and I can tell you it is not an easy job. If you look at the nominees on this board over here, there are so many great restaurants and establishments and entrepreneurs and restaurateurs, and so we're excited about this year's class, and we're going to announce the finalists today. Then in September we'll have an event where the winners will be announced, but you know, I'm kind of disappointed I don't get a drum roll and they bring me an envelope and I open an envelope. Instead, we'll just go through it. First, we're going to go with the gone but not forgotten category. This, of course, remembers past establishments that set the table for today's flavors and food preferences. These establishments are no longer with us, but they're still in our heart and in our bellies, and we all miss them. But this year's nominees is Anderson's from BB. Y'all remember Anderson's? It was established in 1953 and continued in operation until it was destroyed by a fire in 1985. It was run by Frank and Margaret Anderson. Then Frank passed away. It was run by Margaret Anderson. Many of you remember Bruce Anderson, who was of that family. He established Cajun's Wharf and Shorty Smalls. But so anyway, Anderson's and BB is in the gone for not forgotten finalists. Juanita's in Little Rock. Many of you remember it, Tex-Mex restaurant. Mark Abernathy and Frank McGee established it. Of course, Mark still owns Loca Luna and the Red Door in Little Rock. But everybody, I think, has a fond memory and remembers Juanita's. And then we have the Polar Freeze in Walnut Ridge. First opened its doors in 1958, and we served the public until just last year. So those are our three finalists for the gone but not forgotten category. Our next category is food-themed events, and of course these are events that are recognized, the community will have to recognize food or food-related culture in their areas. And this year's finalists are the Arkansas Pie Festival in Cherokee Village. I know that Kat has a place in her heart for that. The Mayhaw Festival. You know, can you not put them up until after I announce them? I don't know who's running that. Who's running that?
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, there they are. Downhill Chicken Fry, Slowback Oyster Supper, and Soup Sunday. So those are our food-themed event finalists for 2024. All right. Hang on. Let me get back. Proprietor of the Year. This honors chefs, cooks, and restaurant owners that have made a significant impact in Arkansas and the dining and food culture in their areas of the state. 2024 finalists are Aaron Bradshaw with Chrissy's Pub Style in Benton. And I think I see Aaron here earlier. Yep, he's here with us. Welcome. Rob Nelson with Tusk and Trotter American Variety. Mark Abernathy, who owns Loca Luna and Red Door in Little Rock. James Woods with Woods Place in Camden in Washita County. And George and Captain Eldridge, who have Doe's Place here in Little Rock. All right, now the Arkansas Food Hall of Fame, where we recognize long-standing restaurants that have been in business at least 25 years. We had hundreds and hundreds of nominees that were submitted to us. We narrowed it down. We have 14 finalists this year. From those, 3 will be selected as winners and inductees into the 2024 class Hall of Fame. So the 14 finalists this year are Big Banjo Pizza Parlor in Pine Bluff, the Faded Rose in Little Rock, Charlotte's Eats and Sweets in Keogh, Herman's Rib brave new restaurant in Little Rock, and K. Hall and Sons in Little Rock. 14 finalists for this year's Arkansas Food Hall of Fame, and again, 3 of those will be selected as inductees. And then, last but certainly not least, is the People's Choice. And we're changing this up just a little bit this year. Instead of just announcing the People's Choice winner, we took the top 5, and we want the public, the Arkansas foodies around the state, to vote from these 5 and tell us who gets the plate for People's Choice Award. And so the 5 finalists, and the voting will go on for 6 weeks, beginning today. And the 5 finalists are Top Dog Catering in Cabot, Bennett Seafood in Hot Springs, Purple Banana in Bentonville. And the Purple Banana is a food truck. Food trucks are eligible for this category. Bubaloo's in Hot Springs, and Big Street Bistro in Crossing. We'll have the opportunity for the next 6 weeks to select or vote on these 5 People's Choice nominees. So the final aspect of today's reveal is the Arkansas Food of the Year. This food is selected because of its special place in our state's culture. And for 2024, we would like to officially announce that our food of the year is honey. And Wes Ward, with the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, is here, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the impact of honey on our state and why it's so important for the state of Arkansas.
Well, I appreciate that, and just appreciate the opportunity to be here, and just want to start by just saying how great of a job that Secretary Lewis and Marty and the whole team here at Parks, Heritage, and Tourism is doing. And when you look at the state of Arkansas, kind of as others have mentioned, you look at our 2 largest industries, agriculture and tourism. There's a lot of connections with agriculture, and you see that here today with the Food Hall of Fame and the events that are happening. We're just excited to be a part of that, and just a great working relationship that we have with y'all, and look forward to this year and celebrating all that have already been recognized and nominated. So I want to talk just very briefly about honey, and so I pulled just a few notes. I'm going to read a little bit of this. Some of this I knew, some of this, one in particular was kind of new to me about honey and how important it is, but in particular, you probably know that the bee is the state insect and has been since 1973. When you think about bees that are producing honey, they're responsible for pollination of more than 100 crops across the United States. That's incredibly important. Agriculture would not be our state's largest industry if it wasn't for the bees and the pollinators, and so incredibly important there. There are over 4,200 active beekeepers in the state of Arkansas. There are over 6,800 active apiaries. And of those, there's approximately 63,600 colonies or beehives in the state of Arkansas. One fact that I did not know this part until today. The Great Seal of the state of Arkansas has a skep and a plow in the middle of the shield. A skep is a traditional style of beehive that was used for centuries before our more modern hives were designed. This correlates with what we do at the Department of Agriculture to help protect honeybees and the important role that they play within the state of Arkansas. It's ingrained in our state seal the importance of bees and pollinators and honey to our state. So incredibly proud that it's being recognized as the food of the year. And then a couple last quick points was that in 2022, the total value of honey in the state of Arkansas, this is probably a low number, was valued at over $3 million. It's probably more than that. And then lastly, I just want to recognize that there are samples here from the Historic Arkansas Museum that we're fascinated to see that. It's incredible that the work that they do at these locations throughout the state, and to have that here is incredibly important as well. So thank you for letting me be a part of this. Appreciate what y'all do, and thank you for recognizing the important role of agriculture.
Yeah, we hope you'll pick up a sample of the honey over here from the Historic Arkansas Museum, where they took it and showed it. That there's a hive up on top of the museum that they have bees, and actually where this have an incredible group and a difficult task of picking the winners from the nominees. But we hope you'll stay and visit a little bit. We do have a lunch and food trucks out front. We have loblolly, ice cream. We have tacos Godoy and High Honey are all out there. And so please stay and have some lunch with us. And we look forward to seeing you in September when the final or the winners will be announced. We hope you'll be able to join us there. So thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you being here and look forward to having lunch with you. Thank you.
We could put the PowerPoint back up for the ones that are here that have their name on it. Can you do that?